lower port than I believe who has hit him, I want to say. So, very interesting stuff. And you'll notice he is lower than Squirtle, the Dirtboy. Or I guess higher, I should say. He's in 3 as opposed to 2.
Right.
But out the gate, blue team just so fast. All the damage, that's a lot.
So Wolf Game & Watch, a.k.a. two of the, like, more controversial top tiers in the PM meta in 2017. I feel like the perception on Wolf as a character has kind of changed in recent months, especially considering the recent uptick in placings from Switch. I think that we're seeing more players who maybe have some less than warm feelings for Wolf, right? Just being a character that's can really combo the whole cast very reliably. And I think that's true for Game & Watch as well. This truly is a top-tier team.
And just there, we saw a pretty good game of chicken between Sugydye and Dirtboy there.
And I feel like on paper, like Wolf and Game & Watch is a much stronger unit than Squirtle and DDD, who are, you know, two great players in their own right, working together, but both kind of having to compensate for weaknesses in their character that can't necessarily be fully covered in doubles.
And so far, this has just been a little bit of a highlight between Ivayne and Sugydye.
Right. Yeah, they're up by 3 stocks right now.
I mean, 2 minutes
with no signs of slowing down.
It's a pretty quick one.
And so head-to-head, you know, I think Game & Watch is a character that can be really difficult for DDD to deal with. Or really both these characters, right? I mean, DDD's such a big body. He's gonna eat the brunt of these the extreme combos that Game & Watch and Wolf have to offer.
Right.
All right, Dirt cleans it up, catches him falling into the uppy.
Yeah, I mean, it's all but over right now for the red team.
Right.
So if we were to, he's done with that one.
Right.
So looking into game 2, you need room. You know, we know how Squirtles like their room, be able to dash dance, get all of their tech, whatever it might be. They need some breathing room, whereas you also look at DDD, who not only thrives from survivability on stages like Dreamland, Delphinos, and I'm sure those two, I can already see it, they're already banned. So FD, though, not a bad choice. Not too much suffocation kind of thing where you have Game & Watch covering so many platforms and options for DDD.
Right.
And
I think that probably both the Midwest players have some comfort on this stage. I've definitely seen Ripple take people to time here on FD. You know, often a counter pick I think that we see from him. Also, something we're seeing from him is him dying off the top in the first 25 seconds of the match. So.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing too. You know, DDD, most basically consider him bottom 5.
Right.
It's not that he's a bad character. It's just amongst the rest, he's not quite as good. And especially when you consider he is absolute combo food. Everybody has the ability to just either A, box him out, or B, just get damage on real fast. And like we saw, 30 seconds transpire, he's gone. And Ripple's very good at understanding how to go about the survivability, what he really needs to do to get the job done.
Yeah.
But when you have someone like Ivayne, who in doubles and singles is just a firecracker ready to just pop off and get whatever damage he can, it can be pretty hard.
Yeah, Ivayne was shield pressuring both players at once. He literally had them both in the corner just from his presence alone, even though Sugydye was on the opposite side of the stage. Up air to F air, you know, that would kill a little bit higher percent, but it'll keep working for a long time. That's Wolf for you.
And see, I'm also noticing that a little bit of Ivayne has just been either getting a combo on Ripple, or he's just kind of poking here and there, because Sugydye's being aggressive. He wants to get in on Ripple. He's not really feeling too much of the Squirtle, despite Game & Watch having a little bit of a fun time against Squirtle.
Sure.
So it's really just both players just seeking out that 1v1 that they really prefer.
Yeah. I think maybe Dirtboy could be doing more to help Ripple too. you know, it's tricky because as Squirtle, you're trying to, you know, you're setting up these really tricky movement scenarios, right? Complex baits from across the stage, but sometimes you're leaving your teammate isolated, and you don't necessarily have a safe way to come help them.
And see also, you know, Ripple and really DDD is the character, he gets a lot off of shield grabs, and I've seen him do it a pretty good amount, but oftentimes not quite there, but he's been punished for it.
I've noticed a lot that blue team is, when they have someone put in like an off-stage position, they often just try and like go back and kind of like, they're trying to have themselves be right next to each other, right? They've really made it very difficult for either red team member to get it at all because of their synergy and their close proximity to each other on stage.
Right. And you know, again, we see a lot of positional throws in doubles as well.
Sure.
And that's really where DDD shines, but it's been very hard for Ripple to be able to have that opportunity lately.
That'll do it.
This might be it. He's gonna need a gimp on Ivayne and basically needs to take out Sugydye right now.
Oh man, that was almost a really cool combo.
That was such a smart down B.
Right. He's at 119% already though. He's not gonna be able to take too many more trades.
Oh, that was so fast. Ledge dash side B.
But maybe he won't need to because maybe he's just gonna not eliminate one of them. Okay.
There it is. There it is. All right. Sugydye Ivayne advance, knocking out Ripple and Dirtboy.